Hey guys, DVSGames here. Welcome to another video. So one of my comments, one of the watchers actually said that I believe that they were a little confused on how to get the fight rooms that I get for my monsters. Now, granted, I have been playing for 2,700 days, so it is something that I've been able to do just because I've been playing for so long. So today's video, I'm actually going to run you guys through the areas that I run through to get fight runes. This particular dungeon, the Castle of Forgotten Heroes, is good in my opinion because it lets you run for both ancient fight runes and ancient swift runes. At this point, I don't have a lot of ancient swift runes, so I only run it when I'm looking for the swift runes in particular, which I am looking for 3 complete sets, and I think I have 2. As long as I get a 6-star legendary fight rune, hopefully one that has something I can re-app in it, an innate maybe, or something that has an innate so I can re-app the target and go for, you know, straight speed chasing, because that's what you're looking for when it comes down to your fight runes. That's my goal, is I want to get 3 sets of those. However, at this moment, I'm currently farming Inugamis for skill ups on my crow. So at this point, I'm not really gonna be farming this particular dungeon, and because of the fact that the dimensional hell energy is so expensive, and in my opinion the most valuable energy you can get, I am gonna show you guys this one on test. However, I do believe that you should use this energy very wisely, and at all times you should be using it. You should never let this get to 100 cap. If you can only farm once every couple of days and you can knock out 50 energy, that's great. You want to use at least 13 energy a day, because if you only play, you know, for an hour a day or so, and you are able to knock out 13 runs, that means that for the next 24 hours you're still going to be accumulating. It's going to take you 26 hours to get that energy back. This is the team that I use for this. It's very safe. It does take a while, but the thing is, like I said, I don't want that energy to go to waste. I can't afford for any of the runs to be failing just because it is extremely valuable. Now here on the first wave, we're going to target Megan first, then Jubel, and then we're going to go ahead and go for the boss. This team can 2-man the boss if it's only Veramos and Riley left, simply because of the fact that it's dot damage and Riley's a lot of heals. We have Kaki there as a fire tank, not really a tank, he's a bruiser. I do have a slot 2 HP on him just so that I can get some more stats. In the second wave it becomes a little bit scary, because if he gets his defense broken, he can easily get one shot. The only thing is that Veramos is there to clean off the defense break very reliably, so we're not too scared of that. But here we go, big shot, he gets defense broken, so we know that that can hurt. But now Veramos is going to go cleanse it off, and we've taken care of the Shayna, so that's good. And then here we got a couple of revenges. Now we're gonna go and take care of, I think the light one's name is Deva. Here we go again, defense break. But again, like I said, we're not too worried about it. We got a cleanse. We have 2 forms of cleanse actually, with Veramos and Riley. Although Riley's is a kind of weird cleanse, I don't know if I really like it. But if everything goes to plan, it should be a sub 3-minute run. It's not the fastest, as I said, but it is consistent. On the third wave, we are going to go ahead and go after Leo first, and then after Leo we are going to go ahead and go straight for the boss. This attack is pretty hard hitting. It does hurt a lot, but it's not something that we can't overcome. Once you get a defense break on him, it becomes a lot more manageable. So again, like I said, if you have the energy and you're looking for fight runes or ancient swift runes, this is a team and dungeon that I recommend using for it. See, it's about 3 minutes, really slow. From here, of course, the other big one is you are going to want to be running your rift dungeons, particularly fire and water. The higher your scores, the better your loot is going to be. I do have videos where I showed how I got my scores with these particular teams. I was trying to take the #1 slot from all my guildmates, and I was able to achieve that. So we're going to go ahead and run those real quick. While that's running, we'll go ahead and look at the next way that we're able to do it, and it's Tartarus. Now, typically I do all my Tartarus stages as soon as I can, but I did leave one just for this video in particular, and we're actually going to go into an explode level. A lot of people don't really like them. I don't know if they're having problems with it or they just don't like dealing with it. Once you've defeated Tartarus, a lot of people don't tend to actually run their extra lanterns, but I find them as a very good way to get decent grinds, gems, and just all in all runes for the low price of 0 energy. So let me run through the runes real quick. Shayna is on a fairly quick fatal destroy set, and it's more for PvP than anything else. A lot of the artifacts don't make a lot of sense because I didn't do a lot of artifact farming before I left the game for a little bit, and since I've come back I haven't really taken the time to change them out or upgrade them. To be fair, my artifacts are sorely lacking at this moment. And I believe you've seen the Rauk before. I know you've seen the Sabrina. But this is what we're looking at. I have a lot of Rauk skill ups to farm. And I do recommend that you do your Tartarus stages on Hell, on manual, just because of the fact that, in my opinion, the rewards are worth it. Now, the way this team works is you're going to use Rauk to try to get as many kills as you can before things wake up from being stunned. Oh, I messed up. I should have gone with skill 2. Alright. That's alright. So, the way the team works is Shayna goes first, and she is going to defense break and hopefully stun everything. She didn't defense break the Neostone agents, the Emmas. So instead what we're going to do is we're going to use Galleon's defense break and his time to loot to get the rest of the defense breaks and to get... Oh no, okay. Get the rest of the defense breaks, get the attack buff. Now here we're gonna lose somebody, of course. And of course it is her water twin. So of course that's gonna hurt us because we're not able to actually team up anymore. But it's alright. We still have her defense break and stun. And that's exactly what we're gonna go for. So going through here, we're not worried about... Oh, we're going to lose Shayna, so it doesn't really matter. And then here, we'll just clean up. You get the little guild points, that's cool. Your enchanted gem, sure, we'll take a crit damage for Rage Road, that's fine. As we go back, you can see that we're still running this, and the final way that you can actually get rage runes is through crafting. One of the things that I recommend, I have a ton of materials. After you've made your 2 homunculuses, you really don't need them unless you're going to be changing the homunculus over, unless you're crafting these boxes, which I really recommend you do. And then after that, if you want the legendary pieces or the light and dark pieces, that's up to you. But if your main focus right now is going to be the fight runes, I highly recommend you try to keep all the materials that are of some kind of element at about 9,000. It's very easy to get to 99.99 and not realize it. And then these, I just recommend to go ahead and make them into your condensed crystals. And the only reason I go with these is because you use 100 of them, it costs 100,000, but you get 50. The rest of them, you're only going to get 20 in exchange for, I believe, yeah, it's the same 100. So it's a better value if you do it that way. Now normally, as I said, I am farming the Castle of Forgotten Heroes, but whenever you're farming skill ups or you're trying to 2A one of your vagabonds or your mystic witches, you're going to get pieces that you can use to fuse. I got 10 here, so let's go ahead and fuse some and see if we get anything good. We got 1 6-star here. That's not bad. I'll hold on to that. This despair rune, not great. This 6-star, possibly could use that if that double rolls in. No, that's not going to be enough. It doesn't matter. We're going to sell that one. This revenge one, it's got a speed innate and kind of tanky, but not great, so we don't want it either. Alright, so the rest of them are just going to be sold. And we're going to hold on to this one for the purposes of upgrading one of my dungeon teams. Max rolled into speed, so if we hit another speed roll, we're looking at 19 speed. There we go. That's a pretty good fight room. I can use that. Okay, so we'll go ahead and wait until we can craft more of those later. Now for these, I typically tend to do them in batches of 50. And as I said, I will go ahead and I will just continuously craft over the condensed magic souls that I need. Magic crystals, sorry. And we'll see if we get anything that we can use from here. So right off the bat, we're going to sell those. We have resistance, not that great. A crit damage one with crit rate innate, I might try that one. And an attack with speed, I might try that one too. We'll roll it to 6 and we'll see if we hit. Okay, well, we can hit double accuracy speed for speed tuning purposes. That's not going to work for me anymore, so I'll get rid of it. And for this one, we are literally looking for all accuracy, and that's not what we got. So if we can roll, if we can hit 20 accuracy, we might be able to use this. And that's not going to happen, so that's a sell. Now granted, yes, this is a very time-consuming way to do it, but this is how you get your fight runes. This is the most reliable way to get them. So we'll start off with this. We're getting rid of all the 5 stars. A defense rune, that's not going to be helpful. This has got some speed and accuracy. We'll start off with selling all that. Then we'll go ahead and try to see if we can roll. For this particular slot, I am looking for, I think I need 11 speed and the accuracy is 5. Alright, so 16 speed, 16 accuracy. It's not great. In all reality, this is a green rune, because you can max roll accuracy on the first roll, and then that's an 8. And then if you max roll it on the when you hit 3, that is 16. and then you've got 6 speed on your number 6 roll, which would be literally a green rune. But at this point, this actually can serve me. So we'll hold on to that. We'll craft more. So out of these, we got 3 runes that we might be able to use. Speed. If that rolls into crit damage, I might be able to use that. HP. I don't think I can use that at all. And resistance. I really can't use that at all yet. So we'll go ahead and get rid of those. And we'll roll it twice. We go to 6, we see how it rolls. 6 into crit damage. It's not great. It can be a max roll of 8. And then 4. So that means we got 3 5s. That's not useful. We've got another legendary rune. Got 2 legendary runes. 3 legendary runes. Okay. So this was not a bad craft. This one is not good enough. This one can double roll into crit rate, we'll take that. And this one can roll into crit rate or attack, we'll take that. This one's got speed, attack, resistance, so that's great. We'll see what that rolls into. This one's got speed, HP, defense, that's great. We'll see what that rolls into. And that one can double roll into crit rate. Alright, so we'll start off. We'll go ahead and try it, see what we get. We'll start with this because this is the most usable if it double rolls into crit rate. It doesn't. It rolls into accuracy. So now I'm trying to think, can I use accuracy and crit rate? I can, but not when they're low rolls like that. The 10 accuracy could have been used, but the crit rate would have had to be a max roll. This is something I can use regardless, so I will just hold on to that. I'll power it up later. Again, this is something I can use regardless. I'll power that up later as well. And then this one, again, I can use it regardless, but I will go ahead and power it up to 12, and we'll let it power up in the background. Wow, okay, so it looks like we went through all that we could at the moment. Yeah, let's go ahead and just craft 2 more. This 6-star, this is a good one. I can definitely use that. So we'll see how this rolls. And then this one is an obvious sell. How is this one rolled? Nothing into speed, 1 into attack, and 2 into flat HP. So if you're looking to re-app something, this might be a target for you. In all reality, I'll hold on to it. I might be able to find a use for it somewhere. Highly unlikely though. And then let's see how this one rolls. This one rolls 1 into crit damage. 1 more into crit damage is great. 1 into crit rate, also great. Max roll into crit rate, 1 off max roll into crit damage, max roll on accuracy. This will be something I can use. So as we're done with this, go ahead and take a look here. While this ran in the background, I literally didn't get anything I can use. And then as far as these go, as you can see, I've got 6 and 7. I don't need them, so I just sell them all. And then I start working on my condensed magic crystals again. I start working on my flaming fire crystals, and when I get a chance, I'll go ahead and farm some light, and we'll go ahead and see what I can get out of those later on. Anyway, I hope this video gave you guys a little bit of insight into my way of thinking of where to get your fight runes from. Now, I didn't explain what I'm using them on, but I will have a video coming out later where I will be reruning my giants team. It's not a dot team, it's a damage team, and it does use fight runes. I'm looking to incorporate anywhere from 9 to 12 sets of fight runes, and this is how I get them, guys. Anyway, I'm glad you guys watched. Thanks for tuning in, and If you like what you're seeing, please comment down below if there's anything you want to see. Please subscribe to the channel, and please like the video. Share it with a guildmate if you need to. Anyway, thanks a lot, guys. I really appreciate it. Have a good one.